Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talk on the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we spliffed him, he was just doing a distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His soul gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this harm her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't up if you ain't down to get it. Fuck your vibe if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out. He ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Ah, get him. Bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. Ha, I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt. 2 G's for the belt. Know the heater gon' make him out. Promise the heater gon' make him out. OD niggas know me. I just move along with the hand of the.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody, how are you? Hey Manita, how are you, JJ? How are you, sweetie?
I am fantastic. I am. I'm so happy. I had no air conditioning for 5 hours today. And for those 5 hours, my kids left the house because I probably would have killed somebody. I can't handle being that hot.
They knew. Pew, pew.
They're like, we're out of here. Well, and they don't want to stay in the heat either. So they were like, see you. You know,
yeah.
But I was good. I'm good now. They came, they fixed it up. I'm happy.
Yeah, listen, I can't, no AC. You don't want to be near me. Hey, that rhymes. But listen, no, okay. So listen, guys.
Look though. That eye look is stunning. I have to say.
Thank you.
I loved it.
I used the Color Pop, the big palette you gave me, the hues something.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I used that. It turned out something different because that palette is right here. Duh. So let me show you guys. Fade into hue, right? And this palette is a rainbow palette. So I was like, should I do an eye look? I haven't done a color. I was like, Cyndi, what color have you not done, girl? You're fucking bugging. So then I just wanted to use this. It has a whole array of rainbows. And I was drawn to the purples. Now, purples are not my favorite color. But with eyeshadows, ever since I started playing with colors, I love purple. So I did the purple, and then I threw in the little pink, and then it exploded, put some glitter. This palette is amazing. I love it. It's awesome. And then, so I know, guys, before we start the topic, I wanted to say one thing. Sorry, because I get into makeup and then I get lost. I see some creators saying that some subscribers get annoyed when people do kind of the roll call thing. I hope that you guys don't get annoyed with that. I just feel like, and I know maybe because it's such an intimate setting right now, it's still easy enough for me to say hello as much as I can. I just know that I like being acknowledged in chats, and I just try to acknowledge everyone. But if it does become annoying, you guys can always tell me. I'll tell you to F you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But you guys can tell me if it is annoying. I just do it as a way to say hello to everybody, because I really appreciate you guys being here. I know some people do find it annoying. I have seen that before. But as I said, because I'm not a big YouTuber, I don't have a big audience yet. Not saying that you guys, are small fries, but it may get harder if your chat gets bigger. So I'm still able not to put it on slow mode and all that stuff. So anyway, okay. I hope nobody gets offended. I'm just doing it to show my appreciation. Okay? All right. So with that being said, hi, Susan Dawson. Hey, Mama T. Hey, happy being me. How are you, sweetie? It's good to see you. Hey, Miranda. Hey, Miranda. I hope you're feeling okay today. Hey, Nana Vade is great, my girl. We were just, on Tuesday, we were asking for you and for Miranda, hoping that you guys were okay. We noticed, and we just want to make sure you guys are okay. Not that you're on, duty here, but we do miss you when you're gone, and we just want to make sure you're safe. Hey, Wanda
Right, of course.
Steves. Hey, Kirsten NZ. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you all have a wonderful Easter. Yeah, Easter Sunday. Yikes.
Yeah.
I might. Oh, shoot. I might have to reschedule my Sunday live. It's Easter. Okay. I don't celebrate Easter, but some people do, and I don't want to disrespect them. Okay. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, J Fid, my girl. Joe being Joe. Hey, Mom. Hey, Vera, my girl. Okay, I saw some. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm going down the chat. I'm going down the. Hey, the artsy nurse. How are you? Hey, Lola Lala. How are you? Hey, Lady LC, my girl. Sorry. Hey, Carmen Sita, my love. How are you? Thank you, Mama T. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you so much. Um, hey, Miss Cassandra. Yeah, we starting off with the naughty early. Uh-oh. No, I'm just kidding. Um, hey,
I
my
love
opinion,
naughty.
not yours. Hi, sweetie. Chicago, Chicago. Don't be fucking confusing me, girl. The hell? Hey, Jim Jules, my supermodel. Hi,
Right,
Layla.
Chicago, Lady L. Which one you got today? We
She's
got
giving me the
Chicago
views.
back.
I love it. I love it. But thank you. But don't come fusses me, okay? B2U. Hey, sweetie pie. I think I caught everybody. Yo, Chicago, I'm gonna kick her ass. Thank you, my opinion, not yours. I've missed you. I'm glad to see you. I hope everything is good. I hope you've been doing well. Okay, I think I got everybody to
Hey.
Chicago. Oh, I right. That's right. I have to say Chicago, Chicago. Hey, Chicago. Sorry. Listen, when you coming with that lady Elsie, you threw me off with my damn Chicago song, girl. The hell? Okay, so oh, you had a sore mouth. I'm sorry, Nanovate is great. Officer 69. We already
Sounds like
started.
a
We already
stripper.
started.
Ooh, I
So,
told
okay,
my
before
stripper story, haven't I?
the stripper story, yes.
Well, I got a few stripper
Yeah,
stories. With the
okay, well, we
stripper
want to know the
story
other
on the
ones too. You got to
bachelorette
tell us the
party.
other ones.
Okay. Well, I told you guys the one with the vanilla ice patch in the crotch.
Yes, girl. Yes,
Yeah.
that shit had me laughing for
That's
like a
my
whole week.
favorite one.
Yo,
Favorite
that
stripper
is
story.
pretty hilarious. So, guys, real quick before we start with our topic, look what came today. It literally came like right, like while I was doing my eye makeup. I was already like, oh my God, I wanted to try the foundation. My box didn't come. Listen, I'm telling you, man, they disrespectful as hell. So I set it up that it not only emails me, it texts me every step of the way. It was like it's out for delivery. As soon as it gets delivered, my phone went off. I looked, I was like, pew! I ran downstairs. She was still putting the mail in the mailboxes, and I'm like, hey, oh, sorry, I just got a notification my package got delivered. She was like, what apartment? I told her my apartment. She was like, oh, I put it back in my bag. I was about to take it back to the post office. I was like, huh? She was like, it didn't fit in your mailbox, and the security said they can't keep the packages. Lady, take the fucking elevator. Bring me my shit. I was like, what? So she was about to take it. She already had it outside to take it back to the post office. I was like, no, miss. Get my shit, get my shit. And at least she was smart enough to say, listen, it has Boxycharm on it. So the security told her just to leave it on the floor in the lobby. Sorry, excuse me, guys.
You all right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, security told her, oh, just leave it. Don't worry about it. Sorry, guys. Just leave it. Don't worry about it. And the thank God the mail lady was like, no, I'm not doing that. She knew what this was. She knew it was makeup, so she said no. So anyway, real quick, I'm just gonna show you. I didn't get much makeup. I did get the foundation. So this is what I'm wearing on my face. I like it a lot. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. In case anybody is close to my color, I got 305N. When I don't know like a brand of foundation and I haven't tried it, I always get a neutral because we already talked about this, the undertones. I'm not good with all
Me
that.
too.
So I always just get a neutral. I always think it's somewhere in the middle. It won't be too yellow, too gray. So I got 305N. This is what it looks like on my skin. Of course, my ring light makes it look better than it does. But no, I'm telling you, in person, it's beautiful, guys. It's
Hey, Crisis.
so nice. So, hi, Crisis. So, okay, so I got that. I'm going to go in real quick because I just got mainly skincare. I was kind of sad. I was hoping I would get that Beauty Bakery palette. Y'all know I love palettes. I always want palettes, but whatever. I got this
I got it. I'm not going to use it, so I'll put it to the
in
side.
the
I'll send it
Cyndi
in a
in the
box.
Cyndi Boxy JJ. Okay.
In the Cyndi box, yeah.
We're gonna
Boxy
be
JJ.
doing it, I think, like quarterly. We're gonna do a Boxy JJ quarterly.
Yeah,
Instead of the Boxy Lux, I got the Boxy JJ. Quarterly, I'll get the damn Boxy JJ that puts Boxycharm to shame. But anyway, okay, we ain't gonna go there.
Hey,
So,
BB.
wait, my damn comments are all the way up here. Hold on, guys. So,
Probably on live chat.
am I on live chat? I don't. Damn, look at all these comments. I was all the way up there. Holy crap, guys. Okay, I think I'm at, no, I'm still not. Bro, what the hell? Okay. Hey, Nikki. Okay. Okay. So, hi, BB Love Sunny Tea. Okay, so I got this. I don't know how to say it. It's C-E with a little acento, L-A, Cella, Chella, Sela, whatever. This, and this is a Glacier Clay Cleanser. I could never have too many cleansers, and I love clay cleansers and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So this one costs $45. Yikes, $45. But it is a big size, so that's pretty good. I'd rather get that than a hand lotion. Anyway, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation is $38. So damn, that cleanser is more than the damn foundation. All right, the next thing I got, I also use this under my foundation. This is the Studio Makeup Hyaluronic Acid Rejuvenating Serum. I did use this. Oh shit, I can't even see it. Sorry, guys. I'm over at the side. I did use it. I like it. I like the way it feels on my skin. It's ginormous. So I use this too. So I will be using this for like 2 weeks and see if it helps my skin. All right, 2 more products and then we move on to our topic.
Ooh.
The next thing was Lucky Chick, the brand Lucky Chick liquid eyeshadow.
Oh, liquid eyeshadow.
And it's in the color Rose Quartz. I don't know. I never heard of this brand. It's pretty, I don't know. I may not open this. I may put this in a giveaway because I'm not going to use it. So I'm not going to open this.
You don't use liquid? You don't use
I
liquid?
do, but this one doesn't look blingy enough. Honestly, it's not blingy enough. It's not like the Stella, whatever, the Stella. So I'm not going to use it. And why would I open it? I should give it to somebody else. So this will go in the giveaway pile for my lucky 500, you know. And then I have one more. Oh, Item Beauty. This is Item Beauty Lash Snack Lengthening Mascara. I didn't open the packaging because when you open this kind of packaging, the Item Beauty, they have a weird, I don't want to, look at that. Just fell out of my damn hand. I don't want to open the packaging because I'm not sure what I'll do with this, but mascaras I don't open till I'm gonna use it. So, okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. The mascara is $15. This is Item Beauty by Addison Rae. And the Lucky Chick liquid eyeshadow is $22. Okay, so that was my box. Listen, I like skincare. I never get upset at getting skincare because skincare I love. I am a little sad that I didn't get the palette, but Boxy JJ got me covered, so I'm good. I'm a spoiled brat, so that was that. I'm happy I got my Boxycharm. Last month, my box was stolen. Oh, I'm sorry. And the theme is Boxy Spring Revival. I was going to do a video, but the box was so small that I didn't think a whole video was needed to show you what was in my boxes. And because I didn't have any makeup, you know what I mean? It's different if you have makeup and you can do a try on in a video, but I had no makeup, just the foundation and the eyeshadow, the liquid eyeshadow. I was like, I'm just going to show it and that's it. And we're going to move on. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
And if you guys have never seen, because I've never seen, I guess I just never looked it up. I didn't even think about it. But when Boxycharm does their Boxy Drop, they have a what is it?
In April?
The mystery
Yes.
thing, mystery box. So I
Yes.
ordered that. So it's gonna be fun to open that and see what's actually in it.
Yes.
I ordered
Yes,
it because I thought it
Chicago.
would
I
be
need
fun.
Tristan. She's right. Sorry. She said I need Tristan. I do. Oh my God, Tristan is so amazing. He does the Boxycharm unboxings with Chicago. Oh my God, I love him so much. Hi,
Oh yeah,
Tristan.
yeah.
Her nephew. He's so cute. So cute. Such a good boy. I really, really like him. He's so sweet and like an innocent
Yeah.
kid. I love him. I love him anyway. Okay.
Right.
I've adopted him into my family. He is now my nephew too. But hey, Marianne, how are you, sweetie boy? So
Hey
happy to see
Marianne, I haven't
you.
seen you around, girlfriend.
Aw, J Fid, you're so sweet. Vera. Yes, Vera, that's right. That's right. J
Yep.
Fid gonna send you a JJ box. Holy schnicks. All right, we
Yes.
did. Yeah, Vera, we're gonna get you away from that white damn eyeshadow, girl. All right, all
I'm
right.
gonna get
We're
a
gonna,
boxy J Fid.
yes. She said it'll just sit for 25 years. Girl, venture. Do some craziness like me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. JJ says it wipes right off. Hey, Jenny Lee, how are you? Thanks for being here. Okay, so I think I said hello to all of my peoples. Yes, Chicago, I love them so much. Just tell them I said hello. I'm sending him
Yes.
so much love.
He's
And
so cute.
maybe we can do a video. I would love to collab with Tristan on a video. Maybe we can
He's
do an
so
unboxing. We'll schedule an unboxing and he can help me unbox. I would love to do that. I really love him.
You know
Even
what
if
we
he
gotta
wants
do
to do
is
a pre-recorded so he doesn't have to be nervous, it's up to him. But what, JJ?
Christian help us pick the winners of the giveaway. That's
Oh,
what we
he
gotta
would
do,
love
right?
that. Thank you, Jenny
That'd
Lee.
be
He
so
would
cute.
love that, JJ. I think that is an amazing idea. He would love
Right?
to help pick the winners for the giveaway. Yeah, I think that is awesome. Yes, right?
Right.
I think he would love that. Okay, so me and JJ have been talking for a while. Like, yeah, you and JJ talk every day. But we were
Yep.
talking for a while because we've so I know my channel says created. Let me see, because I don't want to lie, because I'll say a year not knowing, and motherfuckers will be clip it like she liar. She said so. I officially created my channel November 5th, 2017, right? But I was watching YouTube before that. I created my channel so that I could comment in comment sections because you can't comment and all this stuff unless you create a channel. You can watch
Yeah.
YouTube, you can do all this other stuff, but what the hell is going on? Sorry, guys, but I wanted to start commenting, and so I had to create a channel. Sorry, guys, my nose is running, and I don't need nothing said that I'm rubbing my nose. Sorry, guys. So, okay. So, I created my channel in 2017, November, to like interact. But I didn't create content or a video on my channel till 8 months ago, right? I've been watching YouTube more frequently since for a long time. But anyway, I think it was 2019 that I started watching on a regular basis, that I started really watching like Jeffree Star, James Charles, Manny MUA, Laura Lee. I started in the beauty community. That's what I watched. Beauty content.
Me
That's
too.
was my thing. So that's what I was introduced to YouTube, like chats and comment sections through the beauty community. Then I started seeing the cattiness in the beauty community and the fighting. I was like, oh shit. And then I ran across Creep Show Art because somebody spoke about her, was following her, heard about Dustin Daly, all of them. So I traveled from the beauty sphere into the drama T sphere, weird like that. And that's how I found Katie Joy and all of that shit. Already said that. But me and JJ were talking about things that we've learned since we started interacting on YouTube. Not since we started watching YouTube, since we started interacting, since we started commenting in comment sections, since we started talking to people in chats and all of that, and became a part of a community that then splintered into mini sub communities and all of this stuff. And now as a creator, you can say you've built your own community. You know what I mean? Which is, sometimes people may think that sounds a bit self-centered or conceited. I don't mean it that way. I just mean, because of everything that's happened in other places, I just feel safer within my own community here with my friends, my subscribers. I just, not only for me, but for my subscribers. You know, we've seen a lot of subscribers pulled into a lot of nonsense that goes on between creators, between mods, between chats, between communities. And a lot of people get pulled in, and that's a whole other debate. Oh, what the should subs be kept out of it no matter what? Should you ever address a sub?
Yeah.
Months ago, my answer was hell to the no, no, no. Don't ever come for a sub. Don't ever, ever, ever. I've amended that a little bit because some subs, anyway, I don't want to get into that because then people are going to unsubscribe. But there's some subscribers that their goal is to troll. Like, that's their main goal on YouTube. And people that want to troll and be nasty, they gonna get called out. They gonna get called out. So I'm gonna keep it on that. But so go ahead. Hey, Steven Crisco, how are you, sweetie? So happy to see you. Thank you for being here. Sorry, JJ. So what do you think, JJ?
Yeah, I absolutely, agree with everything that you said. I learned a lot too. I didn't get on YouTube, honestly. My daughter, this is the truth. I didn't even know much about YouTube, but my daughter started getting into makeup 3 years ago.
Right?
And I thought, all right, let me see. And she would tell me some things she wanted for Christmas. Well, I went ham with it. I'm like, all right, I
Right?
want to know, what's going to be good for her skin. I want to know what's going to be good, on her eyes, what's going to look best. I got her the things she wanted and more. Like, I made an entire basket just full of cosmetics that she would love. So, but besides that, I realized, okay, I understand what subscribe means now. I understand what hit the bell means. I mean, this is only 3 years ago, right? I feel like I'm like
Right.
late to the party. Well, then I decided, to kind of venture out, and honestly, I started listening to commentary for shows I like. Like, I've always loved The Housewives, never missed an episode. Now, and it's
Right.
kind of played out. I mean, what, 10 years later? I mean, stop it. There's only so many times you could watch women get drunk and act a fool. So I mean, it's true. So then I also, kept up with the whole Teen Mom franchise. I watched it with my daughter. That was the show we watched together. And that's
Right.
how I found Katie Joy. And I realized there's this whole commentary community. So
Yeah.
I never really chatted in her chat because, let's be honest, I mean, even back then when she first started, it was pretty volatile. Like, you make a comment and she's just kind of
Yeah.
like, fuck you type of, I mean, it doesn't matter what the comment was. I'm like, damn, girl, relax. Like, it's not that serious. We're just talking about like some teen moms who are no longer teen moms. Like, they're almost 30. So, yeah,
Yes.
so that's how I got into YouTube, basically looking for makeup for my daughter. Then
Mm-hmm.
I started getting into, besides the whole Katie Joy and commentary, I started getting into, I've always loved gardening. So I started looking for tips, and I realized, oh, okay, like YouTube can be used like, as a tool. I really didn't get that. I guess I'm
Right.
old, and, I know how to Google, but, YouTube was new to me.
Right.
And so I started getting into, I realized the things that Katie Joy was doing, and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is so effed up, and no one's speaking out about it. The whole LB thing happened. Make a long story short, like,
Right.
I joined the whole anti Katie Joy thing, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I ever did that, if I have to be honest. I'm
Yeah.
so embarrassed that I ever like joined these. I mean, I wasn't like I didn't hate the lady, but I would watch the streams that people would talk about her. And I'm a little embarrassed at some of the ones that I watched because they were really, really mean. And
Right.
granted, I don't like the freaking lady. Like, I think she's a complete wacko. But,
Uh-huh.
you know, I didn't like the direction it was going. Like the whole real life thing, the whole making fun of her looks. And
Right.
I have to admit, I'll be the first to admit, I made fun of her eyebrows and I called them sperm eyebrows because that's what they look like to me.
Oh my God.
But
Do you know that that was
I,
a trend, JJ, that squiggly line eyebrows? I took a picture. I did that to my eyebrows one time. I'm going to see if I look for the picture. Maybe I'll
I
put it as my
thought like
avatar.
they look like
Sorry.
sperms, you know,
Yeah.
they were kind of like big on the like inner eye and then going out. And then she
Yeah.
started doing this thing where the eyebrows went all the way down, like as if they were like sideburns. And
Yeah. That was a bit weird. I ain't going to lie. And I'm not an eyebrow
yeah,
expert. Yeah.
right. So I did make comments on that, and I feel bad about that too because those are the only comments I made on people's looks. And
Right.
that really, you know, we should never go there. Like we're too old to be like going up here. Like we're not in high school, we're not in middle school. It should be on a person's character, things they do and things they say, not their looks. I
Right. Exactly. I agree.
That kind of stuff really bothers me when a creator starts going at someone's looks. It's almost like they have no substance there. Like, why are
Yeah.
you mad at this person? What are you upset at? It can't be that, you know, they're fat or they have sperm eyebrows. I mean, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not good. It's really not. So that's where I started, but then, you know, now I'm here. And there was a lot in between. I had a lot of lessons. Like I was saying to Mama T earlier, you know, I am a notes girl. I like to be prepared. I have, I I swear to God, I can even show you guys. I can take pictures. I have 4.5 pages of typed notes. The lessons I learned on
Right.
YouTube. And I'm
Right.
sure it's not all of them. It's just the
Right.
ones that I was thinking, you know, because if there was a mistake to be made, I probably made it and
Right.
learned a lesson. But I learned a lesson and I'm not going to need to learn that lesson twice. I learn it,
Right.
I remember it, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I agree. And while we're talking about eyebrows, I definitely use the Makeup Revolution eyebrow kit again. I love it. I love it. I
do
think
you
that
good?
I think that that's a new staple. Yeah. It's I use the brown wax and then the brown powder. I really like it,
It
guys.
really looks good on you. It does.
It makes it so much easier. It's in one palette. I don't have to take a pencil, even though I still have all my eyebrow pencils here, and I still will use those. But I was able to just take the kit out. I want to practice it and get to know that kit better. I like it because you can travel with it. You can put it in your bag and touch up your brows. You know, especially in the summer. So I really like it. I would suggest anybody, even beginners with brows, the Makeup Revolution brow palette is amazing, guys. I really like it, and it's so simple. So I would suggest it to
Good.
anybody. Sorry, talking about
It
brows, but
looks so, no, it really does. It looks so pretty. And
thank
I
you,
noticed it when you
thank
were
you,
putting it on too. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. You
thank
got
you.
some
And Jenny
brows.
Lee, you have great eyebrows. See, people that have thick eyebrows, I've always wanted those kind of eyebrows because all you have to do is like comb some gel through it, and it makes it so much simpler than when you don't have brows because then you have to try to create. And then mine's are even worse because one of my eyes, because I have scarring, one of my eyes goes higher than the other. So I'm trying to like even them out. Like it's so I'm a work in progress, but I would suggest to anybody who has a hard time with brows, check out that Makeup Revolution eyebrow palette. It's really, I really like it a lot. So anyway, I wanted to say, with things that you've learned on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, there's a lot of things, like we could be here all day and night with
Right.
mistakes we've made, right? Because I say a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've learned as I've gone on YouTube, and a lot of things you have to learn by trial and error. You have to learn
Yes.
by doing. But one important thing that I think that I've learned, because I've been in a few situations, is not to assume that you know a situation.
Yes.
Even if
Oh
you
my
know
God.
one party of this, like let's say there's two parties and you know one of the parties, you don't know the other one. Let's keep it on YouTube. Two creators, right? You know one creator, you watch them often, maybe you've even DM'd with them, you've had some personal interaction with them. So you see a situation starting or one that's already been ongoing, and you involve yourself in that situation. And not to say that people that do see something that's inherently wrong and speak up for it are wrong. No, I think that that's an admirable thing. And people that do that, that say, hey, this is not right. Because I think that everyone, um, not only should be able to do that, but I think it's important, right, to hold people
Yes.
accountable when they're doing really, really nasty things, when they're bullying people, harassing people, targeting people. We see that a lot. And
Yeah.
when it goes unchecked, it gets worse and worse and worse. And these people, their egos, because then they feel like they become emboldened, like, okay, I could keep doing this because ain't nobody going to check me. So I think it's important, but I think it's also, it's about finding a balance, um, and not jumping into any situation without a life jacket. Like, don't jump out the window without a parachute. You know what I mean?
Right.
Be very careful about how you uh, tackle a situation, because it may seem one way today and then some information will come out later or maybe tomorrow, and it changes the whole dynamics of the situation. So I think
Oh
it's always
yes.
important to tackle it from a place of being objective and careful, if that makes sense.
Right. And you may think, that somebody, and let me just first say, the things that I've learned, I'm not necessarily, because I'm a big proponent in people doing whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't
Yes.
tell people what to do. I don't tell them where to
No.
go. I don't tell them what to comment. I don't tell them who to be friends with. I don't tell them, like, in DMs, if you're, you need to block so and so, or you need to. Nah, I don't play
No.
those games. No, I'm
No.
an adult. Nobody tells me what to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. But
Right.
I am, like, yeah, again, a big proponent of, you're gonna, like, I won't even tell my friends. I mean, my friends can tell you this. Cyndi and I both do not tell a friend who that they can talk to or not talk to. Or there have been friends that I've seen talk to a group that I'm like, oh God, like, that's trouble. And all I can say is, just be careful. That's all. But I never tell them the situation I've been in. And some people may think, well, that's kind of effed up. You want to tell a friend. And
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. They have to find out for themselves. I am not going to tell somebody who to be friends with or who not to be friends with, because something I learned is the person who is speaking the most, the one who is out there, blah, 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 and nah, 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 nah. And if there's no substance and it's all name calling or being nasty, or it's
Right.
probably because there's really nothing there. And the other person who's not speaking very much, I have utmost respect for, because they're probably, not, I don't even know how to explain it, not wanting to, like, slam another person or hurt another person really bad. And I've learned that. I had to learn it the hard way. Like, damn, I'm sitting here
Yeah.
and I won't. And another thing is, like, defending people. Um, be careful. be very, 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 very careful. Make sure that you've known someone for a while before you jump on the I'm going to defend this person wagon, because it may not be what it seems. And I've learned that the hard way. I've learned it. I'm like, oh shit, like, why did I do? Oh my God, like, I should never have spoken on this situation, unless I have firsthand knowledge and I'm there and I see it and I hear it for myself. The only thing I can do is speak on the situation I had with the person. Like, I know some people that have been talked about, and I'm like, the fuck are they talking about? Like, this person don't even show me DMs. They won't even,
Right.
they don't release anything. They release nothing, and you're slamming this person. And
Yep.
it's bothersome, because how do you prove that you didn't do something, or that you're not what people say you are? That's very, very, very hard.
It's nearly impossible,
It is.
and sometimes it seems better just to avoid the situations, because then it becomes okay. So if somebody's accusing you of things that aren't true, right? See, but there's also it depends. And this is what I always say. It depends on perspectives, because certain things I'm not going to argue with people about. People are allowed to have their opinion
Yep.
of me, right?
Yep.
Oh, I don't like Cyndi. I don't, whatever. They'll find something they don't like about me. That is their right. You don't have to like me. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck?
Yes.
But
Yes.
if you accuse me of something that is very serious that can affect my children, and it's a lie, I may have to address that shit. And I've done that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've addressed certain things with proof, like, hey, this is not true. This is being said about me. Here's the truth. Here's the proof. You know what I mean? But it also came to a point where once I started doing that, people then started making demands of me. Like, oh, what about this, Selfie? What about that? You gotta speak about this. And it was like, how about this? No, I'm not going to anymore. You're not going to tell me or demand what I have to speak on. So it becomes a weird place where once you start doing that, it's expected for you to always do that. And is it worth the trouble? Is it worth the time? Is it worth to put your supporters through that? I know I don't want to come here and sling mud every live and have my subscribers that negativity stuck to them. It's not fair to do to them. They didn't sign up for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not fair. And even people that support you wholeheartedly, like, I don't care, I ride till the wheels fall off. I don't think that it's a good thing to do to them. And it's not a nice place to put people, because like I said, people support multiple creators. Like, bro, how many creators do I support? Too many to name. So there's creators that don't like each other that I support as well. And it makes me feel icky. Like, if I want to go into a chat, I'm like, oh crap, somebody gonna see me from the other side and be mad that I'm here. When I'm in this chat, I'm not disrespecting the person that they may be fighting with. I'm not disrespecting. So why am I held to the standard of, because they're fighting, now I'm automatically part of that allegiance and part of that war? No, I didn't pick up a weapon. I didn't sign a contract that I'm, you know what I mean, signing up for that war. So I just think that we have to think of that. The position that we put our supporters, our subscribers in, it's not right, in my opinion.
No, it's not. And no one has the right to tell anyone where to be or what to say or what to do. Because you know what happens, and I've learned this in 3 years, right? Usually those people that want to tell you what to do or what to say, they'll say it behind the scenes, but they're nowhere to be found in public. Like, to say, oh, you shouldn't be. It's all behind the scenes. And to me, that's just gross behavior. If I say I don't support someone, I'm probably going to say it publicly. I mean, I think people know by now that I'm going to be very honest with how I feel with someone or a situation. Some things I completely ignore because it's not worth
Right.
my time. There are some boundaries that are crossed with me that is absolutely worth my time, and I will snap back. And like Kirsten said, I can't defend myself because then I look bad for engaging. So I sit back and ignore this. Those that know me will not believe the lies. And you're right, Kirsten. And what's being said about you is disgusting. I know you pretty well by now, and you don't tell me or Cyndi. You've never showed us
No,
a screenshot. You've
nothing.
never showed us
She
anything.
doesn't.
And
She
to
doesn't.
me, that is integrity, because
Yes.
there are a lot of people that would love to share that stuff for the sake of gossip.
Yes.
So
And to
I mean,
and out of anger, right? You're being dragged. You now
right,
you're like,
right.
okay, oh shit. Well, let me. And she hasn't. She hasn't
No,
said one
never,
word. All it's done
never.
is hurt. She's hurt, and it hurts me
And
to
I
see
can't
Kirsten hurt.
believe that of all people, I mean, of all people, Kirsten is being dragged on Twitter. Like,
I
what?
know.
Like, it's
I
almost
know.
like, did you run out of people to complain and argue about? Did you run out of people to go after? And to me, that is just a miserable person, if I'm being completely honest. I don't get it. I don't. It's kind of like, oh, well, we need someone else to complain about and fight with, and we need somebody else to get our little gang to go after. I like, really? Are you an adult?
Yeah. And what was Steven said, hurt people hurting people. And I've said that, right? Hurt people
Yes.
tend to hurt people. But for
Yes,
how
Steven.
long do we allow or excuse because hurt people, do we allow hurt people to keep hurting people? No.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with your
No, yeah.
issues. And I think that that's the hardest thing. I know that people that are hurt and going through something will tend to lash out because I was once there too when I was angry at the world. You know what I mean? But I had to
Right.
start dealing with my own demons, my own shit. Like I can't come and dump it on everybody else because I'm going through something. It's unfair and it doesn't excuse it. You know what I mean? So, but I do get
Yeah,
that. You're right. Hurt people do hurt people. Hey,
they do. And
allegedly. How are
hey,
you?
allegedly, I'm so glad you just got home and you're off until Monday. Yay,
Yeah,
allegedly's finally not working. We need to like write this down in the calendar. It's a
I'm
miracle.
telling you. I'm telling you.
Lady's always working.
She
So
is.
one of the things that I wrote down that goes with that is that not everyone takes care of their mental health, and
Right.
I have to be cognizant of that. Like, not every you may think someone is a certain way,
What the hell,
and
JJ?
then you get to, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're not on the
Oh,
screen. Do you see it?
oh, where'd I go? I don't know.
All right,
Can
hold on.
everybody else hear me?
Can they hear? Can you hear JJ?
Let me
Just let
know.
me know if
Can
you
you
can hear
hear me?
JJ because I don't see her on the screen. I don't know if you
Yeah, I
guys
don't
can hear her.
see me either.
I don't know what the
Yes?
hell.
Yes, you hear me? Okay, they hear me. That's
Okay,
weird.
that's why aren't you on the screen though? That's weird.
I
I
don't know.
I,
But I
I
mean,
don't
I
know.
was only like a circle anyway. So I kind of, I don't know where the
They said
fuck
they
my
can hear you, they
avatar went.
just can't see you, right? But they couldn't see you before, so it's like,
Exactly, right? Like
I'm the
I'm just
star
a
of the
little
show.
circle there. So, but I was saying not everyone takes care of their mental health, and we all have to be cognizant of that. Like, you
I
think
agree.
that you're getting to know, like, we all of us, and people will say it's clicks. Well, that's the way life works. You
Yeah.
gravitate towards people that are like-minded, and like me and Cyndi are silly. Like, we like to laugh all the
Yep.
time. Like, we have fun. Like, she is a type that I'll get on the phone with, and she would have had a bad day, and I kid you not, she'll tell me about her bad day. I tell her about my day, whether bad or good or whatever's going on. And two
Right.
minutes later, we're laughing about some bullshit. And
Yep, we
we're
really
just
are.
silly. We joke all the time. And you have to remember that there are people, and one of the things I learned is that there are people that will emotionally manipulate you to get whatever it is they want.
Yes.
Whether it's attention, whether it's someone on their team that I'm saying, like doing my little quotes, because
I got it, JJ. There we go.
you got
Her
me.
team. Yeah,
Yes,
I got you.
there you go. The team. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, and then you'll find out later on, like, oh shit, wait a minute. What I get myself into? Maybe this person wasn't so right after all, you know? And
Yeah,
there are times, and it's okay. Remember, guys, this is the internet, okay? If
that's
there
right.
is somebody that, and I've been through this, that I thought was a certain way, and they showed themselves not to be. They were basically like an emotional vampire. And an emotional vampire to me is somebody who will, every single time they talk to you, because you know, you make friends and you talk like in discords, or you text, or whatever the case
Right.
may be. They will, the only time that you talk to them is all about them. Like it's an emergency. They need to talk to you. They're crying. They need this. They need that. You're talking to them for 3 or 4 hours straight, and never once, ever, ever do they ask, how are you? Did you
True.
have a good day?
True.
You know, and I get it. Like there are times, trust me, my real life best friends, the ones that are here, or even Cyndi, because I consider her a real life best friend.
Yep.
So there are times they call me and they need to unload, and I am their friend. I am there for them 100%, and I
Yep.
have their back, and I love them, and I appreciate the fact that they can be honest with me. However, if it is exhausting and it is only you being the one to be there for them, and they never ever give back, they're just takers. And
Right.
I found that a lot on YouTube. I really have.
Yeah.
If they're just takers and they only want, you know, you to give, you be there for them, you're trying to console them, you're trying to give them
Yes.
whatever they need, it's
Yes.
exhausting. It is exhausting, and it's not, I have to walk away from people like that, and
Yeah.
it
It's
is
exhausting and it's
okay.
mentally draining. It's emotionally draining.
It is
Yeah.
like you get off the phone, or you know, the voice chat, whatever the case may be, and you're like, oh my God, like I'm worn out from,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what I just heard every single
And
day.
it
It
puts
is,
you in a negative mood, doesn't it?
it does, yes. And we have to protect our emotions and our mental health. And if you have a friend, again, quotes, that is doing that, are they really a friend? Are they? That they never ask if you're okay, or if you're having a good day. And for me,
Right.
I'm sure a lot of friends will tell you I am not. It takes me a little bit to open up when it comes to personal things. So, you know, when
It
people like
does. It
my
takes
real
you a
life
long
friend
damn time,
Cyndi,
girl.
it
Shit.
does. It does. Nobody will ever hear anything bad during my, like, I handle a lot internally, you know.
She does. She
But
does.
when people like my real life best friends, and of course Cyndi too, ask me, it makes it a little bit easier. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you know what? She's having a bad day and she's asking me how my day is. You know, that means she cares. She gives a shit. It's not
Of
all about
course.
her all the time. And she does
Right.
every single time. And even if she's having a bad day. And some of my real life friends just call me to unload and dump, and I don't care. It's like, that's real life to me. You
Right.
know, that's, I'm here for them and they're there for me, because there are
That's
times,
right.
you know, I need to call them and I'll be like, hey, what's up? And they'll be like trying to drag it out of me. Okay, what's going on? You know. So
Right.
you'll probably find that, guys. You probably will. There are people that are takers, and they'll just keep taking, and emotional vampires. That's what I call them. So I learned that lesson big time.
You guys are hilarious. Jay Fitz says, I hate when real life interferes with my YouTube time. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
officer, my creator just posted something. If you're not bleeding or bringing food, shoo. And don't get me started on my stuff.
I'm that way with my office. My husband will call me and I'm like, what? He's like,
Yeah.
what kind of salad you want?
Yeah. You're like, what do you want?
You know,
Steven, she was joking. She was joking. Layla was joking because we have this like inside joke where JJ's phone will kick her off the stream. My phone used to kick me off the stream. So we used to be like, disrespectful phone. So JJ kicking herself. So I'm disrespectful to her. It's just like a inside joke, like disrespectful. Everything's disrespectful.
Everything.
So she was joking.
Everything.
Yeah. Hi, Nikki. Hey, sweetie Paul. But yeah, you guys are hilarious. It's too funny.
Girl?
But I agree with you. I agree. I think that it's becomes draining and it's taxing. You know what I mean? Like it should be a give and take. Friendships should not be one-sided all the time. And there's also a difference between trauma dumping and being able to vent and share to your friends.
Right. But trauma bonding.
And trauma bonding, right. You shouldn't use somebody to dump all your stuff on them and not worry about if it triggers them. Like let's say I'm JJ, right? JJ has gone through something as a child. JJ fire, her mom has been through horrific fire, lost siblings to a fire, right? So let's say, God forbid, there's a fire in my building and somebody, God forbid, is trapped in the fire. And I'm not thinking about JJ or the trauma that she's endured with her mother. And I just come to her like, oh my God, JJ, there was this fire. And I was so scared, girl. Like certain things you have to keep in mind. If you're a friend, that your friend has been through trauma and certain things, you just have to be careful the way you approach certain situations. And some people are very self-absorbed and don't take that into account, how it may trigger somebody or affect somebody. And that's something that I've learned on YouTube as well, that I don't have to dump everything that I'm going through. I don't tell everybody. I learned that shit. I learned that the hard way. Don't tell everybody everything that you're going through, even if you consider them a tight group of friends, because things can change in an instant. And loyalty and trust is not given, it's earned. You know what I mean? And it goes both ways. I have to learn people's trust and people have to earn my trust.
Right, but you know that I'm pretty secure in
I know
everything that my family's been through
and
I know I've been through. So if you call me and you were scared about something, you know, I'd be on the phone. I'd be like, "Where's my private plane? We're going to get Cyndi. She's scared of some fire over there."
Yeah. I mean, I was using it as an analogy. JJ's one of the toughest people I've ever met in my life. I'll be like, JJ, she's like, that is nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck, girl?
I laugh at a lot of stuff. It's only when I'm accused of lying when I know that I told the truth.
That's your trigger. That's your trigger.
That's my trigger, because it's like, ooh, you're working that last nerve. You're working it because, like, I mean, really.
For real.
I don't have no reason to sit here and lie online.
Chicago asked the question? Sure, let me see.
What'd she ask?
I don't know.
Something
she said
about a box.
Okay, wait.
Oh yeah. Also check on your phone to see if you see that same box on StreamYards. Somewhere there is an ad to a studio box.
Yeah, but it says she's added. Chicago, she's added right here. I see the little box, and when I click on it, it says remove her. So she's still added.
You know what I'll do?
It's weird.
I'll get out and then I'll come back in.
Okay.
Because then I'll be up there.
I could just remove you. Oh, wait, don't leave. There you go. I see what Chicago was saying. So what I did is I just removed you and then added you back. Thank
Oh,
you,
look, I'm
Chicago.
there.
Yeah. So that's all I
Oh,
had to do
okay.
was
Cool.
click remove, and then you stay right there, and then I just press add, and it adds you right back. Thank you, Chicago.
So now
Thank
you could
you,
see me
Miranda.
as a white circle with something in the middle of it.
Yes, girl. Where's your damn avatar,
Where
girl? What
the
the
hell is?
hell?
I don't
It's
know.
only
I
on
have an
my
avatar
channel.
everywhere. Yes, it's only on your channel. Everywhere else, I have an avatar. I don't know what the deal is, but whatever.
Yeah, thank you, Chicago. You're right. I was gonna do that, but you're right. I should have. Thank you, thank you. That's why I love my people. See, it was so simple. I thought that it would kick her, but yeah, thank you, because I gotta have
You're
my
the
co-host
best
right here.
chat on YouTube, really. You've got some great people that are not nasty.
Technology is hard, especially for me. Technology is hard. Listen, I'm learning, man. I'm
And just
learning. But thank
ask,
you,
and
guys.
they're not rude.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know. So what's another major thing that you think that you've learned, a life lesson from YouTube? JJ, are you there? Hello? JJ girl. Listen, Linda. I hear you, JJ. Where is you? She said, I'm out. Fuck this bitch. I'm out. We are, right? And that's what makes us. There she goes. She's like, boop, boop. Your camera's on.
Not no more.
Listen, she's beautiful. I don't know. JJ is a perfectionist, but she's beautiful. Listen, so we ain't got to worry.
I am a total perfectionist, which requires me to be on medication, people.
You heard what Pizza you said? They're going to ban you from that corner of the house.
I know, right? Every time I go to my refrigerator in the garage, because we have extra drinks in there, like my ginger ales, waters, all that stuff. Every time I go in there, it like knocks me off. So I guess I got to make sure that I put them in the front at my actual kitchen refrigerator before we go live.
Didn't you say you wanted to show your wood? What the hell? What the
wood?
Your wood, girl. Don't be showing us your wood, girl.
I don't got wood. I don't got wood. I'm a woman.
I can't with y'all. So, okay. So I asked you a question, but you didn't get to answer. Bye, Kirsten. Listen, be careful driving. Love you, Kirsten. We'll talk to you after the stream, Mama.
Yes, definitely.
Love you.
My purse.
It's Cassandra. This is bye, Beach.
We love her. We love our Kirsten.
Yes.
Kirsten is one of the most quiet and sweetest and fun people to be around, and she's extremely loyal. Even to the people she no longer gets along with, she's even loyal to them. So
yes,
I
girl.
can appreciate that.
Even when they dragging her. What the fuck?
Yes.
Like,
yes. And I can appreciate that because
me
I'm
too.
kind of in the same situation. Sometimes.
Girl, who you telling?
And again, it's like I know, right? It's kind of like, oh, what the fuck do I say what I don't say? But that's one thing. Don't let people tell you when it's okay to speak out or when it's not. Don't let people tell you to ignore it or you need to get on your channel. You need to address it. No, it's up to you. What bothers you? And because ultimately you're the person that is going to deal with the fallout. So if people are calling me a bitch or they don't like me or she's blah blah, she's this, she's that, people call me a liar, which I find humorous, by the way. I don't get on. I don't care. Like, go for it. I don't care. But it's when they are actually lying on me that I did something that I didn't do or said something that I didn't say, something that is important to me. I'm gonna bite back, and don't be surprised when I do.
And I'm the same way. there's been big things that I think that I had to speak about because it affected not only me but my children. And my content here is me building a rapport with people built on my reputation, my word. People know I'm flawed as fuck. Cindy's, if you want poise and perfection, this is not the channel for you. You know what I mean? Like hot mess over here, colorful as hell, yes. Potty mouth, yes, yes. Puerto Rican through and through. But I'm not a liar. I'm not a mean-spirited person.
You're not.
I don't get enjoyment out of hurting people or seeing people hurt.
Nope.
I don't get enjoyment out of any of that. So when I've been accused of things that I felt was attacking my reputation and could have long-lasting consequences for my children or be embarrassing for my children, I was going to address that, and I was going to prove that that was a lie, because I think that certain people, I was hoping, knew my character, but then, you know, there comes a time when people are like kind of iffy, and I feel like I put the proof out there, like, listen, so I'm setting the groundwork for my word being able to speak for itself for the most part. You know what I mean? I've made mistakes. I've made mistakes on here.
Yeah.
I've said things that I regret saying, and I've been able to apologize for my mistakes, but I've never come up here and lied to anybody, lied on anybody, or tried to harm somebody's reputation or mess with their livelihood, their life. Nothing like that. You know what I mean? And so I think that that's why it was so important for me to come and show my toxicologies when I was being accused of, not because I was being accused of relapsing, because people relapse and nobody should be shamed for that, but because I was being called a liar. I come here and I say I'm 21 years in recovery. You're calling me a liar. So I have to show you that I'm not a liar, because that's my reputation. My channel is built on me talking about recovery, trying to give hope to other people in addiction and recovery, all these things. And it just diminishes my message if I'm seen as a liar. So I think that's why it was so important, because for my children are grown. I don't want my children, their friends, or somebody to come across this and be like, yo, your mom's is still a drug addict. No, I never want that.
Oh my God.
So you know what I mean? So for my sons, I'm like, yeah, this is a fucking lie. Look, right here. This is clean, 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 clean. You know what I mean? And it was more for my children than thank you, Jenny Lee. You're so sweet. And that's why it was important. But I'm not gonna come here and dispute every single thing that's said about me, because that shit would take 4 months, like, to do that shit. People talk shit to me every day. Like, I can't come and dispute all that. And it's, most of it is just nonsense anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you think of me. But if it affects my children or it affects my credibility, if you're calling me a liar, and nah, bro, no, you know, but you don't have to keep doing it. I think that that's the point. I came, I did it. I showed a receipt. People were generous, helped me fix my phone. I wanted to show a receipt. Yeah, this is exactly what I did with that. And I don't think that I have to keep doing it every time. You know what I mean?
It's disgusting to be shamed at all for anything money related. Like, it's disgusting. And my kids grew up very different than I grew up. I grew up where, yeah, my dad, you know, he made some money, and I probably still, you know, should share my story so people know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But my kids grew up very, very different. You know, I bought their first cars, brand new. They're very well taken care of, but they are friends with everyone from all walks of life. They give no fucks. They help their friends when they can. They're great kids. And I look at them as my greatest accomplishments. I really do. And sometimes, you know, they'll hear me even talking to Cyndi, or Cyndi will hear me talking to them.
Yeah.
And, You know, there a lot of times my kids will be like, Mom, why are you even bothered? Like, why you got to prove yourself to any of these people? You're not like that. You're not this. You're not that. You don't lie about this. You don't shame
Right.
nobody for these
Right.
things. And because I taught them not to shame people for certain
Yeah.
things. So they
Yeah.
know that wouldn't be me. But it's still hard to hear it when certain triggers are triggers, like me being like, that would be me like shaming my dad, you know, for being an
Exactly.
alcoholic,
Right.
or you know,
Exactly.
I'm not going to do that, so stop it. Like,
Right.
no, you know. But people online don't know you, so all it takes is one person to say something that has some sort of vendetta, like, you know, you just don't want to fuck with them anymore, and people will believe it. I'll just
Yeah.
believe it. They'll be like, oh, we're in this stream and we get to fuck with somebody and we get to be nasty. So yay, it's a drama stream,
Yeah.
you know, and oh, it's so
And I
gross.
get
It
that.
really is.
It can be intoxicating, right? Like
Yep.
drama, especially when it doesn't involve you. But I think that we all have a part to play. If we're hearing things that are not just petty little bull crap, right? But we're
Right.
hearing some hefty accusations made about people. We
Yes.
have to question, what is the motives of the person saying it?
Mm-hmm.
And is it genuine concern? Because if it was, why is it being done on a live stream or on a video where that is so embarrassing, so belittling? And I don't think that there's ever a reason to out certain things like that in that manner. I think that that really shows intent, that shows motivation, and people, for the most part, tend to overlook that part. They look at the information and it's like, oh, it's juicy. Oh, shit, did you hear what was said about such and such? But why
Yeah.
aren't you looking at the whole picture? Is this something that should be said on a live stream? No, no, there's certain things that should never. If we feel that somebody is in the grips of addiction or going through certain things, why would I run to my channel and out
Yep.
somebody? And again,
Right.
I can't put my expectations on other people, but these are things that when I do see things like that on live streams, I'm not like salivating at the thought, like, oh shit, that person was just outed. I'm side-eyeing the creator, like, fuck are you
Yep.
doing? Fuck are you
Right.
doing right now? Like, this is a human being that is obviously struggling with something. If you're saying they're struggling with something, this is not the way to help them. And I'm talking in general, any struggle,
Mm-hmm.
mental health struggle, addiction, alcoholism, anything. You know what I
Right.
mean? Is that the way to genuinely help someone who is struggling? And I know
You've
everything's on
never
social media, but in my opinion, hell no, it's not. Sorry, go ahead, JJ. What, mama?
You've never seen Cyndi or I come
Ouch.
to any platform and out anybody for anything. If we've
Nope.
come to a platform, it's because we're defending ourselves against something that was said. And there were probably 99 other things that were said. And at the 100th thing said, we will finally be like, all right, enough. We're going to, you know, we've had enough. We're going to come on here and we will, you know, call me a bitch, call me whatever you want. I don't care. Like, that's
Right.
life, right? Like, not everybody's going to like you in life.
True.
But, you know, certain things, it gets to be enough. And you get on
Yeah.
there and you're like, oh, fuck this. We're going to tell the truth. We're going to tell what really happened. And, you know,
Yeah.
people could either believe you or they don't have to believe you.
Yeah.
And another thing that I learned is I will never, ever, 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 you know that song?
Ever, ever
Watch
come around here no more. Go ahead, sorry.
exactly. I will never, ever, ever watch a negative video about myself or somebody that I really care about.
No
I won't do it
way. Nope.
because that is setting up my mental health to want to respond and
Mm-hmm.
say something.
True.
And
That's a great
but
lesson we've learned, right, JJ? Yes.
big time, big time.
Yes, girl.
The very first time that I came on here, which was probably around a year ago, and not came on here, not this channel, but actually was really speaking out, was because I listened to a week's worth of like 5 times a day people going live and slamming and slamming and slamming, and they had objectives, right? Like they had motive to keep
Yeah,
doing that.
definitely,
Um,
definitely.
and I didn't listen to any of it. However, I made the big mistake of listening to it all in like 1.5 days right before I was set to go live.
Yes, girl.
Big
You
mistake.
consumed it all at once, girl. What the hell?
Big mistake. I
Big
lost
mistake.
my
Big mistake.
fucking mind.
She
I don't
she did,
even
guys.
do that in real life because you don't hear that stuff, and like I don't hear
She lost
that.
her
Like I get
mind.
along with my.
Shit.
I lost my fucking mind. I
Mm-hmm.
did. I was telling everybody about themselves, and I
You get a
regret
bitch.
it.
She was like, you get a bitch. You get a bitch. Everybody gets a bitch.
I'm like, you're a fucking asshole. You're this. You're. I lost my mind.
She did.
However, I do regret that, and I learned
Yes.
it was a lesson I learned never to listen to those things. The things that are important, I'll hear about. That's just fact. Like people will tell me, "Oh yeah, yeah, they were." You're gonna call me a bitch, all right? That's your opinion. Cool, move on with your life, But the big things, like you touch on my kid, my
Yeah.
husband,
Yeah.
these people that my family that has nothing to do with YouTube.
Right? Exactly.
Yo, I'm coming for your entire existence. Just know
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Like I
And
don't
that's,
play.
yes, you're right. I can't either. And that's a big lesson that I've learned too. Like
Yeah.
I've never been good at consuming. I don't think I've ever really watched too much about myself or people that I care about ever since being on YouTube. I've always gotten clips or screenshots or the Cliff Notes versions of things. And because I know that I am I'm a sensitive person. Not to be misunderstood as weak. I'm not weak. But I'm sensitive. Things do affect me. Like JJ can tell you, months ago, I would cry all the time privately. Things really affected me. Not only sad things, happy things, I cry a lot. I've toughened up a lot. Like now, like maybe a few weeks ago, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, girl, I don't give a fuck. She's like, I'm telling her about something. I'm like, I don't care. That shit don't affect me. And I know she was bugging. Like, what? This is not the Cyndi I knew months ago. I'd have been crying my eyes out. Like, girl, why? I was like, I don't give a fuck, girl. Don't worry about it. Fuck that. Fuck them. That's all I kept saying. Like, girl, that shit don't matter. And so I've learned that a lot of things here don't really. I'm not gonna come here and say I'm not gonna let it affect me, and then I get off of here and it's affecting me. No, it doesn't. It's not gonna help me in real life. Like seriously, you know what I mean? I can't allow it to affect me to that degree where I'm in a mood when I get offline that it has me crying or it has me in a bad mind state. I'm just not gonna consume it. If I don't respect your opinion of me, why the hell am I listening to it? Like on some real shit.
Right.
Why am I listening
It does
to it?
nothing for you. It really doesn't. It
Nothing.
doesn't do
There's
anything for
nothing.
your like mental health. Like I even think of I think of Katie Joy during these situations. Like she has so many videos made about her and
Girl.
she can like repeat things that are said about her, and I'm like, honest to God, how does she have time during the day to hear all these things because she's repeating them? And it's like that cannot be good for you. Like it can't be good for you.
It can't be, no matter how tough you are. It can't be. There's no way. You know what I mean? It wears on you. It does.
Okay, Nikki, we'll see you soon.
Yes, bye, Nikki.
And Doom, I love Doom. I do. I think he's so funny, but homeboy, please chill on the going after the looks. Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah.
In my
And
opinion,
I'm
that's
glad
just
that
my
his mods
opinion.
like reined him in a little bit. His mods were like, hey, 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 cut that
Right.
shit out.
I mean, like I don't even think the look. Like you start going after someone's looks, and it's almost like you lose the argument. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man. You know,
yeah,
there are things people can't help, and I'm particular to that because like Cyndi said, my mom was in a fire and a lot of her body was burned when she was
yeah,
6 years old. And my
yeah,
dad had osteogenesis imperfecta, which
yes,
made him to barely be 4 feet tall. He was like 3 foot something.
yeah,
Tiny little dude. Tiny, tiny. That's not an exaggeration. So
yeah,
when it comes to looks, I'm like, no, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
yeah, I agree. I just think that no, you're good. You're good, Miss Cassandra. Thank you. What you're
How
saying actually
dare you,
is
Miss
helping
Cassandra?
people,
Get
right?
out!
Stay on
Get out!
topic, like Katie
Stay
Joy.
on
Stay on
topic!
topic.
Right? The fuck? Like we're
I
not
can't
adults,
believe when
right?
she said that shit.
I
Listen,
know.
focus on me. Me.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, girl? What the hell?
We are the
Oh,
main
we.
show,
Even though
girl.
you can only see a white circle with JJ, but focus.
Yeah.
That shit might hypnotize you. You might be able to sleep well tonight.
Focus on
Like, what
Cindy's
the hell?
eyeshadow.
But I agree. I agree. That's why, and that's what I'm saying. We don't realize what people's past looks like, what people's lives look like, what people's families have been through. So, I know that I have complejos. What is complejos? Oh my God, how the hell you say complejos in English? Um, complex. I have complexes about like my eyebrows because I have a
No.
scar. So there's certain things that I deal with that I wish I could fix and I can't. So if somebody else talks about something else with someone else, I start focusing on myself. And I know that that's not someone else's issue, right? But we do have an obligation to be aware of that it may inadvertently affect someone else. Hey, hey, sweetie boy.
Hey,
I heard you were
Justin.
supporting people in the past. You and my sister never apologized. No, not for you. What the hell? I
No.
wasn't apologizing,
No.
supporting you in the past. I support you in the present. How the fuck am I gonna? I was
Right.
talking. I was. I don't. Did
It
I
just
apologize for that? No. We were talking about things that
didn't.
we've learned. Things that we've learned, and we've all supported problematic people, right? You're a pain in the ass, but we love you. We just work around some of you
No.
shit like, oh shit, he's going off, he's going off.
I find you funny as fuck. I just wish you would chill on the looks part. Cause
I love you too. I love you
I
too, Dom.
know, it just comes out and you want to say it and you get mad and trust me, homie, I get you. In real life, that's what you want to do, right? But
Yeah,
go for the character, go for what they've done, the actions rather than
yeah,
looks because
yeah,
it's hurtful. I have reasons for feeling it's hurtful.
yeah.
Um,
She just shared it about her family, her mom, and her. She
yeah,
shared a
and
while ago. Her mom used to be bullied,
yeah,
and
big
and
time.
my mom too. My mom too.
My
Like I
mom,
shared,
my mom died for a few minutes. She was in a fire and she lost three siblings.
and she
She
was only
lost
6, right?
a sister and two brothers. Yes, she was almost 7. And her older brother dragged her out, but she was completely on fire. And she died, but they had to resuscitate her.
Yeah,
So she has a lot of scars. She has a lot of physical. Thank God it wasn't on her face, and she's gorgeous. Oh my God. Oh, she's so pretty. But
good night, Miss
regardless,
Cassandra. Sorry, JJ.
good
Yeah,
night. But yeah, so I have an issue, with going after people's physicality and
yeah,
it just bothers me, but that's again a personal preference. So
right.
if other people want to do it and they like it, I can't stop that. So
Right, right. And I know that because there's some things about me that I can't control, like one of my eyebrows being higher than the other. I can't control that. Even if I try to do my eyebrows, they will always be third cousins. They will never be even sisters because it's not
My
doable.
boobs are like that.
What the hell,
Like,
JJ?
yeah, I'm not even kidding. One of
I
them
think
is like,
everybody's boobs are a little like that. Listen,
I don't even think they're in the same family. Like they're not, like there's not even by marriage.
I can't, JJ. I can't. I fucking can't with you, girl. Listen, I could do a trick with mines. I could put mines over my shoulders. So I got you beat, JJ. I got you beat, girl.
You can put it over the shoulder.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Mine
I
are like,
fucking wish.
what do
Boulder
I do
holders,
with
over
these?
the shoulder boulder holders. You ever heard people say that? No, I can't do that.
Like
I
my
wish.
boobs. And
I would make
and my
money. If I
boobs.
could do that, I'd be paid, girl. What the fuck? You want to see a trick? I'd have OnlyFans.
Boobs done twice,
I'm just
people.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, really, I'm not kidding. I had my boobs done twice.
Vera
And
said, do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them
can you
in
tie
a
them in a bow? Can you throw them over your
broken
shoulder
shoulder like
like
a
a
continental soldier? Do your
soldier?
boobs
Boobs
hang
hang low.
low?
Oh, that's a Barney song. Barney, I remember that song.
Oh
No, but
my
I
God.
had my boobs done twice, people. Let me tell
What
you.
the
So
hell?
the first time, I had nice boobs when I was younger. And then I
Right?
had my son, my boobs were still okay. Then I had my daughter and I breastfed and they became like deflated pancakes.
What?
So
Girl.
I'm
Girl.
like, I'm too young for this shit. I'm only
Yes,
23 years
girl.
old. Why I got like these boobs that are like
Yes.
practically nothing but skin? So
Right.
I went and I had them done. And then I'm like, what the fuck? Like they were so big, they barely fit in a bra. And I didn't
Holy
want them like
shit,
that.
girl.
No,
What
they were
the
big.
hell?
Like, and I'm little. So, I'm like, this don't look even good. No. So then I had them redone. And my husband told me that I was like a catfish because I had big boobs before we got married. And then we got
Right?
married. And then I had them shrunk. Now, let me tell you, they're still fucking big boobs. Right? But he's nuts. He's like, oh, they were so big. Whatever.
Right.
So
Right.
now I got these boobs and they're still not the same size. You would think if you're having them done artificially, they'd be the same damn
Right?
size.
That they'd
They're
make
not.
sure. What the
No.
fuck?
No. I'm
Mm-mm. Oh no,
sorry.
I'd be pissed off, JJ. Listen, I'm paying you to hook
Right.
these joints up. The hell
Right.
is
But I
wrong
got
with you?
saline. I didn't get silicone because silicone, like I was afraid of it. If they pop or something, it goes
Yeah,
in your
so it's saline
body.
like the
Yes.
solution instead of
Yes.
the
So if
silicone
they
bags.
right. So if
Oh.
they were to break,
So
saline,
saline is a
they go.
little harder to construct because it's liquid. I would assume, right? I'm not a
Yes,
I
exactly.
get
And
it.
I still had some booby tissues, so one of them is bigger than the other one. And I'm like, damn it, it's been like 10 years. It's time for like a change out, kind of like tires. So,
What the hell did
whatever.
time to get a touch up? Time to get a touch up,
Time.
you know.
It's time. Fix these things.
Fix these joints. No, but I can relate because I had lost so much weight. I've always had nice boobs. Always, like, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I always
Right?
have. But after I had my third son, I started using drugs. I lost so much weight that I went down to 80 pounds. No lie, guys. My breasts looked like empty sacks, like TMI, guys. It was the most horrendous thing. And I cried. I was like, oh my God, they looked like balloons that just like got deflated. They were horrendous. But I stopped using drugs, obviously. I gained weight and they just like, woof, 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 and they got back to normal. So I was happy. But I remember that happened to me too, girl, and I was devastated. I was like, oh no.
Yes.
That's true though. You are supposed to change them out every 10
Yes.
to 15 years.
Yes,
Oh
and I
shit.
do. I don't play around with that. And I get my mammograms and everything. My grandmother at 64 years old died of breast cancer. So I don't
Oh
play around
wow.
when it comes. Yeah, none of the women
Yeah,
do in
I
my
wouldn't play
family. We don't
either.
play.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
My right side was a negative A and my left was nearly full. Yes, there is a my sister had that and it's called something and she only needed one boob done. The
No.
other one. And that doctor, and I went to him too, matched
Uh-huh.
it identical. And there's a name for it. I don't remember the name, but it was almost like she only grew one. The other one
What?
kind of stayed. Yes, there's a name for it, and I forget what it's called. Yes, Jules, my sister was so insecure too. She would wear like those
Oh, that
chicken
makes me
cutlet
so
looking
sad.
things and
Yes, right? Why is that when we lose weight, our boobs are the first to go? My boobs
yeah,
and my butt. It's like,
because
damn it.
they're fat. They're nothing but
Well,
fat.
okay, but
That's
why
why.
can't my belly be the first thing to go? This fucking roll in the center, like, get rid of that. Leave my boobs and my butt alone, god damn it. Shit,
Oh
motherfucker.
wait, I got another rule. I got
What?
another rule. Like, no, not a rule, but a lesson that I learned.
Okay.
I used to think that you have to follow like the rules or what people say or what they tell you. Now, you should always follow TOS and you should always follow a channel's rule, the creator's rule,
Uh-huh.
the channel owner's rule
Right.
when you're in their chat. However, outside of that, like Twitter, you know, you need to follow their TOS or whatever, you'll get suspended. But
Right.
you don't have to follow anyone else's rules. Like,
Okay,
you
could you give
shouldn't
me an
be here,
example?
you
Like,
shouldn't be
what do you
there.
mean?
Rules like, um, oh, you shouldn't be talking to so and so, or you shouldn't be in so and so's chat, or you
Right.
know, just the dumbest rules. Like you need to block. So, oh, if people are following this creator, you need to block them. It's
Oh
almost
yeah.
like they make these rules and you feel compelled to follow them, but they're not your mama.
Yeah, I heard there was somebody telling other people to block people if they ever supported certain creators. Like,
Yes, yes,
why don't you
yes.
just do, if you want to block somebody, block them? But this is a lesson that I've learned too. Do not engage in mob mentality. Do not go with the
Nope,
symbiotic way of thinking. We are not
nope.
fucking symbiotes. You have
Right.
your own mind, your own free will. I will never allow someone else to dictate their fucking rules or expectations onto me. No, buddy, that doesn't fly with me. You
No,
don't like
and you
somebody, that's a you problem. I'm not gonna block them. And I see that, like, oh, people need, the peer
all
pressure,
the time, all the
pressuring
time.
somebody that you have to block such and such. And then if you don't do it, you're seen as a conspirator. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Stop it. Stop it. Like there are people like me and Cyndi and Layla and whoever else that are like no, you don't tell me like and it took me a little while to realize this. I thought, oh my God, people are going to hate me, and this was a couple years ago. And like, they're going to hate me if I'm following so and so, or oh my God, I better listen, or I better follow like the popular creator. Listen, that
Right.
popular creator probably don't give a damn about you. They're
Yeah,
not going to have your back.
it's
And
true. It's true.
like if you know it's wrong or you're not seeing proof or evidence or something or you're not believing somebody, you know, you don't have to do what they're telling you to do. You are your own free person, your own free thinker. I'm going to go where I want to go.
That's right.
And I
That's
just
right. Yeah.
heard I just heard Danny Robinson, and I adore her. Like,
Yes,
she
girl.
is
I
like,
love her. That's my sis right
yes,
there.
right? Like, she's just a ball of wisdom. I love listening to her. And she was just saying, I know Siwa Moon asked her, why were you over there? Ah, that kind of thing. And I get Siwa and I get where she was coming from, because if it were my children and someone else were
No, I would
putting
flip.
my,
Yeah, oh, yeah, I would
I
flip.
would have lost my fucking mind. And
I
she
would
was
flip.
yelling, and I'm like, girl, like, this is crazy, but I don't blame you. I'd probably be right where you
Yeah,
are.
oh yeah.
You don't
Don't play
fuck
with
with
my
my kids.
kids. All bets
Right.
are off. Yes.
And Danny, got on, and Siwa assumed that she was part of it or whatever, and asked her, well, why were you over there? Kind of deal. And Danny said, I go where I want. No
Yes, she
one's going to
did. Yes,
tell
she
me
did
where to
say that.
go. No
Yes,
one's
she
going to
did say
tell me
that.
where to go. And I feel
Yeah.
that too, because you don't know. Like, you could be watching a creator and they've never doxed anyone before, and then suddenly
Right.
they dox someone, and you're like, what the fuck? Like,
And now you're
whiplash.
caught in the
Like,
crossfires. Because
and
now everybody's
now
like, oh, you were there. It's like, oh
you were
shit.
there, you were
Yeah.
in the chat, and they're going to show
Yeah.
screenshots and all kind of bullshit. And it's kind of like, who buys into that? Who?
Yeah.
And why
Yeah.
do we buy into that? Like, it doesn't mean that the person that happened to be there thinks that what the person did was right. Oh,
Right.
hell no.
Right. And I've
No, it
never seen
doesn't.
Danny do, like, she's
Never.
straight up. She's a straight up kind
Never.
of person. She'll
Yep.
dead ass tell you, I'm not with the fuck shit. So I thought it
Mhm.
was a bit. I was watching. I was listening, and I
Me
didn't
too.
engage because she was handling herself well. But
She
then
was.
somebody came and made a comment about her hair. That shit
Oh,
pissed me
girl.
off to the 10th degree. Let me tell you something.
I almost
Just for
lost
your
it.
information, okay? Just for FYI. Women with textured hair, well, women in general, I'm a woman, don't talk about a woman's hair, right? You don't talk about a woman's hair. That's a sensitive subject. You don't look what happened with Will Smith. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with him smacking somebody on stage, but you don't talk about a woman's hair. And you definitely do not talk about a black woman's hair.
No.
And for a
No.
man to make a comment about a black woman's hair and then get upset when people are like, what the hell did you mean by that? She's as messy as her hair. What the hell do you mean by that? And then you want to get defensive. No, that shit came across as really microaggressive, and you don't say that shit.
Yeah.
You don't say that shit. You know
No,
what I
you
mean?
don't. And
You don't say
why?
that shit.
Like, I saw people in there, oh, not everything is racial. Let me tell you something, people who think that, okay? I have bone straight hair. It is Latina hair, but from Spain, okay? So I'm not talking from personal experience. I'm talking from, like, my niece, who is
Right.
Afro-Latina and black.
Yes.
Not only the history, okay, the history with the hair, and you can look into it, Google it, history with African American black hair, whatever the case may be, look into it. That's bad enough. But
Yes.
the care that it takes for a woman of color to take care of her hair is tremendous. You don't get
Yes.
to go and make
Yes.
fun of someone for their hair when they have to wear protective hairstyles, when they have to wear a bonnet to bed every night so that
Girl,
they don't
silk
lose hair.
pillowcases, all the stuff they have to go
Right.
through. How
Silk
fucking dare you?
pillowcases, wearing oil in your hair. You have to buy special greases for your hair so it doesn't dry out and fall out. You don't get to make fun of or comment on black women or men's hair. You have no idea what you're talking about.
None. And it
None.
was so
There's a
inappropriate.
lot.
What she was talking about had nothing to do with her hair. So you giving a super chat just to say she's as messy as her hair. I don't give a Micho. That shit.
Yeah.
What was the point? What was the point? If you have an issue with her, speak about her. It came across as really fucked up, really disrespectful, and don't try to tell us how to take it. That was uncalled for, unnecessary, and it had nothing to do with what the situation at hand was.
And the worst part, Jules, is that because Jules says, "Wait, who said that?" The worst part is that
I
okay, so
I
it
put
was
Clark
some
Kent
guy,
did.
yeah,
Clark Kent did.
named Clark Kent saying it to Danny Robinson. But the worst part is Danny Robinson has beautiful hair, like it's curly and beautiful, and she's got
Beautiful
it's
hair.
like
It
a
looked
curly, and
beautiful.
it's a parted afro, and it's gorgeous. So
It's beautiful. And it wasn't messy. It
someone to
wasn't
say
messy.
it's
Like,
messy,
how
like
dare
what the
you?
fuck is wrong with you? You know
Oh,
that
I got so offended. I had not commented in the chat. Let me tell you something. Danny is that's my girl. That's my girl. I support her.
yeah,
She
she's a
supports me.
good girl. She
She's
really
a good
is.
woman.
Sweet woman.
She tries to talk about peace and stopping the bullshit. And because she got caught up on a panel and she didn't know that the pictures were of Siwa's children, and she said so. You know, she saw Siwa talking, and what did she do? She went on panel. She
Yeah.
wasn't hiding from it. She went
She
on panel to
faced it.
explain.
Yeah.
Yes. And she
Faced
said,
it
I
because
didn't know those were your children. I did ask. And there was people in the chat saying, yeah, I don't think. And then there was one person, one of her moms, like, oh, she laughed. She didn't
yeah.
know that. First of all, you don't know this. Oh my God. I get so upset. I get so upset because there's always people, they're trying to de-escalate. They're trying to have a conversation. And most of the people were trying to say, hey, you know, here's the timestamp. Look at it for yourself, because it's important to see it for yourself. Don't allow another person. That's another thing I've learned on YouTube. Do not allow someone to tell you about a video, right? Like, let's say videos made about me. I don't watch them. As I said, I don't watch them. I'm not lying. And in the past, I've had people come to me already on 10, like, oh my God, this video was done about you. And they're flipping. So I'm already matching their energy because they're coming in hot. So now I'm hot because I'm like, oh, this shit must have been bad. They're mad like this. And I allowed their energy to become my energy. And I had not even seen the video. And there were a few times where it wasn't as bad as it seemed or as this person felt it was, but I already was at a 10 because they told me they came in at a 10. So I think it's important, if somebody tells you something and you feel like before you address it, if you're going to address it, you have to be sure of what you're addressing. You can't go on secondhand information. So if you don't want to see it for yourself, then don't address it. And that's why I don't. Because if I'm not going to go watch it, I can't address something that I'm getting secondhand information about, because I've done that before and I've made mistakes with that. Because it wasn't how it was, how that person perceived it. I'm not saying they misrepresented it, but our perceptions are different. How someone else perceives something is going to be different from how I perceive it. Somebody else may find something really offensive and disrespectful, and I may not. I may be able to laugh it off. You know what I mean? So
yes, and it's
see it for
okay to
yourself.
ask questions.
Yes.
Like it's
Yes.
okay. You know, DM a person and ask them a question before you send them a fucking DM saying, "That's it. I don't support you anymore." And it's kind of like, why? Why?
Right.
What the fuck did I do now? You know?
Right.
I mean, I swear that's the way it is. Oh,
Yep.
screw you. I'm surprised I ever supported you.
Yes, girl.
Like,
You're
I
happy.
mean,
You're killing me. JJ, so
out
what
of
Happy said?
nowhere.
She said, I'm having a moment. My hubby is interrupting. Can he not see me rolling my eyes? Yo, JJ does the same thing. That's why I'm cracking up.
Same
She's like,
thing.
can my husband not see?
Yeah, I'm like, babe, can you not see him live? Like I told you, I'm going to be live. And then I feel bad because he'll have like behind his back, he's like, I brought you the milkshake you like.
I know,
Or
and your
like,
husband is such a
I'm
good
like,
guy too.
I
He's such a good
know,
guy.
he's so sweet. So afterwards, I give him a kiss and a little loving. So he's fine.
Yeah, and
But
thank
yeah,
you,
I
Layla.
get it.
True. I do. Layla says, Cindy, it says a lot. You can self-reflect and learn from this. It is very hard. Very few people. And it's true because I know I've done that, Layla. I have.
Yeah.
I reacted to things and didn't know the full story. And I saw that today, Siwa hadn't seen it for herself. She was sent things, she was told things. And I get that your friends are upset. They see your children up there. Trust me, if I see JJ or one of my friends' children on a stream, I'm going to lose it. But we have to be very careful the way we present information to people we care about, because it's going to affect them. And we never want somebody to get on their platform and address something incorrectly, because then they have to come back and correct it. And there were times that I did that. And I didn't know the full story. I went on what somebody else had said. And I think it's very important, if you're going to address something, you have to know the full story. You have to know
there were
exactly what was
times
said.
that we were part of mob mentality.
Yes, girl.
For no reason, just because you get caught up in it. Listen,
Yes.
guys, okay? Listen, please, if you take nothing else from this stream, listen to what I've learned and I've known Cyndi learned.
Yes.
Just because 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 people are saying it, it doesn't mean it's true. Use your own brain. Like, look into things. If you want to ask somebody a question, DM them. Ask them, listen, did this happen? Blah, blah, and if they tell you no, or they're able to show you proof, boom, you're done. And you know not to get involved in that. Because once you do, it is very known the same people over and over and over again. And I've seen this, and I've seen it kind of cross even sectors or what do you
communities.
call it? Communities, yes. I've seen it cross where you'll see the same people over and over and over again in these hardcore drama streams, giving their opinions and going right along with it and calling somebody this name or that name or whatever. They don't even know. They don't know that. They're just going along with it to like be a part of a group, I guess. And
we get it. We've done that. We've done
it. And it's wrong. I've been wrong a few times.
I've been wrong too.
And there were a few times that I saw firsthand what happened, and I spoke up, and things I said were twisted. And, it's kind of like the thing where if I'm saying 1 + 1 is 2, and they're like, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking. 1 + 1 is 5. Do you see what this girl did? She's trying to tell you that 1 + 1 is 2. It's kind of like, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Okay.
Right.
I know, what are you doing right now? You're showing and presenting the people what happened, but you are twisting it in a way to make it seem like what I did or what someone else did was not what happened, truly. And
they gaslit the hell out of you, and I hate that word. But it's so true.
Hate it, but it has happened to me. I've been gaslit, and it's so frustrating that I've actually cried when it happened, like on a live. I'm like, no. It makes you want to pull your own hair out, but
it does. Yes, that was math, guys. That was math. Damn, Jim Jules.
Math. 1 + 1 is 2, not 5.
Exactly. Layla says, check out how folks flip-flop and all jump on a bandwagon. Oh my God, girl, yes. How do all these people just happen to all change their mind all at the same time?
Yes. Or yesterday, they hated an entire group of people. And now today, they think that entire group of people are the best things ever. We're apologizing to them all, and they're amazing. And oh my God, I made such a mistake. Like, what?
And we understand gaining perspective and changing your mind, because we've done that. We've changed our point of view. But like this, like that's like me coming here and being like, well, you know, I don't really like the color black. And then I go to somebody else's live and I'm like, oh my God, the color black is my favorite color ever, girl. Because everybody's like, I have a black dress. Oh my God, girl, I love the color black. Like, the fuck? Girl, it's not just what you said like 5 minutes ago. It's stuff like that like fucks with my head. I'm like,
everybody in this chat or listening to this video knows this happens. And it's very few people want to speak up, and I get it. And no one, and that's another lesson. Don't ever be forced or feel obligated to speak up for somebody. Don't do it.
No.
If you are there and you have firsthand knowledge, it's a little different when somebody is refusing to speak up and be like, hey, listen, I saw what happened. This is the truth. That's different. But
that's different, right?
Just because, like, there's this whole thing going on, and okay, you could see something's wrong, but that person over there, like, there's a whole doxing war. Like, fuck off. I'm not putting my family.
No, I'm not doing that either.
Like, I'm not putting nah, you can go fuck yourself, because I'm not going to put my entire family at risk because
with no lube, straight up, no lube. Fuck that.
Exactly. I'm not doing it. Like,
no. It's about learning, being better. That's the thing, that we're trying to learn from our past mistakes and not keep repeating them. So we're not going to just throw ourselves, we're going to pick our battles very wisely and very carefully. And some battles are just not even worth engaging in. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it. And if there's going to be too many casualties, I try to think about that. If my subscribers and my friends are going to become casualties in that war, why would I even choose to fight it? Like, I'm not going to do it. It's not that serious to me. You know what I mean? Like, things in the past, like, I will always defend my honor, my children's honor, my family's honor. If I know firsthand, if I was there in a whole situation, I'm talking about from beginning to end, and I saw the whole situation, and somebody's misrepresenting that situation or straight up lying, I have an obligation to be like, hey, that didn't happen like that. That didn't happen like that. You know what I mean?
I would never be able to sleep at night knowing somebody is being trashed for something that I saw that didn't happen that way. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. But
I couldn't
if
either.
I didn't see it and it's just this like thing to the side and I may think it's wrong, doesn't mean I need to throw my nose into it. You know, I just be careful. Be careful.
Just be careful. And that's, I think that's what, that was the main point of our stream tonight. My problem is I do not go to many channels, so I do not always see everything. Most time I do not. Exactly. And you know what? That is a fair thing. And I think it's ridiculous for people to assume that everyone has to know everything, has to see everything. That's impossible, even as content creators, right? My content isn't commentating on trending topics or current events. That's not what my content consists of. So I'm not going to consume that kind of content. I basically come here and talk about life experience, things I've learned, things that are of importance to me, things that I think can help me be a better person and kind of be interesting to other people. That's what I want to come here and talk about. So I don't consume a lot of things. I consume what I want to consume, honestly. I watch what I want to watch. there's nothing that I'm like, okay, I have to watch this for research. Not really, because that's not what my channel is. Like about homelessness, I've worked with homeless. I did like research, things like that. Something I
Right,
want to
me too.
cover, I will research. But there's
Yeah.
nothing that I feel like I have to watch to talk about it. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna know everything. I'm not gonna know all the latest treatment, the bochinche. And I
Right,
don't want to know it.
right,
And it's
right.
not fair
No,
for people to expect that you have to talk about this. A big thing happens and they're like, oh, why isn't such and such talking about this? Because they're fake outrage. No, I just don't fucking know about it. The fuck? The
right.
hell I
And
look
not
like?
only that, but you only hear like the people with their outrage speaking the loudest, but it doesn't mean that you know exactly what happened. So
Right,
to speak on something that you don't know the ins and outs of is hard. It's very hard.
right,
We can give
right,
our commentary or our opinion on something that we watched happen,
right,
but it's not like, oh my God, I know the ins and outs of this. There are a few things I can tell you the ins and outs of, but
right.
it's not everything, and nobody has the time to watch all of
No.
that.
Who wants to do that? That's consuming. Like, I don't get paid to do that shit. The hell? No way. No way. I'm sorry.
Right,
There's no fucking way. And it's true, Layla said, happy because you're a normal person. So is Vera. Like, that's normal behavior,
right.
not to be like this all day. Like, who's fighting? Let me go. Okay, I know
Uh,
these two people are fighting. I'm going to go from your channel to your channel to keep up. Like, the hell no. I got a life. I got
right.
a
And
life.
another
Sorry.
thing I learned is that a lot of people, you think that they're one way, but then you learn like, oh shit, like this person is not quite mentally well. Like, and you can see it, and you know it, and
Right,
you
right.
try to like back away easily, and not everybody will allow you to do that. They get mad, or it's like, God forbid, you don't want to talk to me, or you don't want, like, I don't know, owe anybody anything. I don't. Like,
Right,
me and Cindy were close, and a few people were close, and I would let them know why, if I had to
right,
back away. And I have boundaries, and there are times that I've seen things, and I'm okay to tell the person, look, that wasn't cool, whatever. But there are
right.
sometimes that boundaries are crossed, and you're like, oh fuck no, like I'm out, kind of
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
And some
You should
people
be
can
able to have
handle
your
that.
boundaries. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, and some people, let me tell you, they will want to skin you and then wear it. It's weird. It's
Hey,
fucking
yo.
weird. They're like bunny boilers, like single white
Single
females,
white
like
female vibes
like
all day up in this
yeah,
bitch.
yeah. It's like, go do your own thing, please. Why are you bothering me? I did nothing to you. I just don't want to hang with you. Seriously.
Yeah, I can. I
It's
can, bro. I
weird.
really can. Like you come
I
home
know.
and nah, bro. And you be like, oh, your husband's making stew. Your husband look at you like, I thought you made that. And you look at each other like,
Yeah, right?
the
Right?
fuck?
It's weird. Weird. Or like you got each other blocked, but they know everything you're doing. It's like, what the fuck? Why are you
Bro.
bothering me? Like,
I block
why are
people to
you
never
looking
think
over
about them
here?
again, for real, on some
Right.
real shit. On some real shit. I block you. I don't think about you ever again. Like, why would I
What?
block you then too?
Since
Like, covertly.
January,
Like,
nobody blocked ever. And then since January, I'm like, nope, block. I don't want to see your shit. I don't want to see your shit. I don't
you
want
went
to see
on a
your shit.
block party. You
I
went to
went
a
on
block
a,
party.
it makes me happy. But then I'm hearing like these whispers. Oh, JJ said, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck? You fucking weirdo. Why are you looking at my shit after you blocked
Girl,
me and I blocked you? Like, you're
girl,
weird.
yes. That's another lesson we've learned, guys. Well, I
Yeah.
learned. I never used to block people. I used to,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, this is going to sound so dumb, guys. I used to think it was disrespectful to block somebody, like for real.
Yeah, like
For real. I used
yeah,
to be
I
like,
get
damn,
it.
that's kind of harsh. Like, I'm just
Right.
gonna avoid them. Why do I have to block them? Because I still had the theory that we were adults, that we can just leave each other alone. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
block people. I was like, bro, we're adults. We can just go our separate ways. No, Cyndi, you naive ass. You gotta block these motherfuckers because they will not stop. And it
Yes.
took me a long time, many months, to realize that it was not only okay to block, it was quite necessary. And that why am I worrying about offending people that are clearly not worried about offending me all fucking day? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, oh,
And
Cyndi,
they
what the
put
hell, girl?
way too much, like it's almost like the Twilight Zone music mixed with psycho music. Like, why are you it creeps me out, if I'm being honest. And certain people
I get
actually
that.
scare me and creep me
Yeah,
out. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Dude, like,
yeah,
stop. Like, why are you repeating every single thing I say, you fucking weirdo?
right. I don't have
But
the time to
that's
do that,
being
guys, for
online,
real.
we don't have the privilege of getting to know a person in
Right.
one day. We don't.
No, we
Like,
don't. We
it
don't.
takes a little while for like masks to slip and for you to be like, oh shit, what did I get into?
Yes. And sadly, you learn right after you've shared personal information,
Yup.
sadly. That's why,
Yup.
okay, listen, this is going to be the last lesson I tell y'all. And
Yeah.
everything that I'm sharing with you is lessons I've learned. I'm not up here. I'm not a moral authority. These are
No.
lessons that I had to
You
learn.
do
We had
you,
to learn the
guys.
hard way.
Right. Right.
Do not share everything with everyone, guys.
No,
Do
please.
not. It Make sure that anything you're willing to tell anybody online is something you are not worried about ever possibly getting out.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, because that is something I had to learn the hard way. Sharing about my relationship, behind the scenes, I thought that's something I'll never talk about publicly. I thought I could share it with certain people, and I had to learn the hard way. Sharing about, my job situation, all of that, I had to learn the hard way. So please, if you could learn from me, from JJ, do not share too many personal things. And it's sad, right? Because I always took people at face value, that what somebody told me was who they were. I wasn't prepared. I really wasn't for the facade, this mask that so many people wear online, because I came just as I am. I am who I am. I never played a part or played a persona. Right. I'm too old for that shit. And but I had to learn the hard way. Not everybody is that way, and not everybody, your age doesn't dictate your maturity level, honestly.
Yeah, no,
So
it
you have to
doesn't.
guard yourself. You have to guard yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to protect your identity, because doxing is real. And Miranda said she only kept track of somebody that she blocked to make sure she wasn't doxed. And I get that as well. And
Yeah.
that's a real fear. That's a
Yeah, it
real
is.
fear. And I'm a little more secure with that, because what can you dox about me? I've said I'm a felon. I've said I'm in recovery. You know what I mean? Like, what can you dox? What you're gonna do? My sons are grown. You can't call CPS on me. So I don't really worry about that. You know what I mean? About being doxxed. Like, I don't. But other people do, and I get that. And I get that's a
Yeah.
real fear for some people. And that's
Right.
a line nobody should ever cross, because you don't like somebody doxing people. And I don't care about that fucking debate about what a dox is. A dox is a dox,
No.
man.
Oh,
I
girl,
don't
I
want to
got
hear
the
that shit.
definition. Do you want to know what the
Yeah, I
exact
do.
definition is? Okay,
Yeah, I
I will
do.
tell you because I typed this shit out because it
Good.
irritates me when I hear somebody say, "Oh, that isn't a dox. Oh, that's a soft dox. That's a medium dox. It's a hard boiled dox."
Yeah.
No, no.
No.
This is what
Mm-mm.
a dox is. Doxing's definition: Plain
Okay.
and simple. You don't get to decide what a dox is. This is what it is.
Okay.
Doxing definition. Search for, so if you're searching for, you're a fucking weirdo. Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. So, you fucking weirdos that look people up, you Google them, you're like, you save it on the side and you're waiting for them to like the right moment so you can dox them or tell something about them, or
Right.
you're fucking doxing. Don't
Yes.
tell me that you're not.
Malicious intent. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
With the malicious intent. If you're looking this information up, you're weird. Why are you looking it up to begin with? Why do you have pictures of people? Why do you have their address, their real name, their whatever the case may be?
Right.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
I agree. Holding on to certain things in your back pocket, like the fuck.
Right? Like just
Grow
waiting.
Grow
Sorry,
up. Yeah,
but that
grow
is like the total definition of malicious intent. Just waiting to the opportunity to harm somebody with the information that you hear. I don't know.
That's the definition of a dox, right? The intent. I agree.
Right, J-Fid.
Yes, add that to your
fucking
lexicon.
weirdo.
Yes.
You gotta do it, girl. You gotta do it.
The big
because
gold
there's a lot
dox.
of weirdos on the
There
internet.
There are. So that was why it was important tonight. Me and JJ were thinking about this for a while. There's so many lessons that we've learned, and we're still going to continue to learn lessons while we're on YouTube.
You're human.
We're human. We're going to make mistakes. And like I said, I'm never come here and not be able to admit when I've made a mistake, and I have made mistakes.
Yes.
I've misunderstood situations. I've
Mm-hmm.
allowed myself to have mob mentality, mob think.
Yes.
And I regret it. And
Me too.
There's some people that I'm not friends with anymore that are still great people. We just went our separate ways. And then there's some people that the red flags were glaring and I ignored them shits, and it bit me in the ass, so it's important to continue to learn and grow as a human being in life. Bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You gotta just be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful, people. Be careful, please. Be careful. Make sure if you think you trust someone, still wait. Like, think you trust somebody, give it some more time.
Yeah.
And make
you say,
sure,
I think they're pretty good. Nah, give it another week. Give it another week.
Give it some more time because things change quickly.
They do, guys. And always follow your gut. Follow your gut. Your gut will never lead you astray. If you talk to somebody, meet somebody, get a vibe from somebody, and your gut is like, we won't. Listen to that shit. Listen to that shit, man.
Your gut is like the bullshit police.
Yes. Your bullshit meter is tipping. Yeah. Get the fuck away from them, please.
Yes. Listen to your
real.
gut. For sure.
Yeah. But intuition, yes, my opinion, not yours. Yes, intuition. That little Jiminy Cricket. Remember, JJ said you have the little devil and the angel on your shoulders. Yeah.
Yes, you got a Cyndi and you got a JJ.
Pluck the little devil and listen to the little angel. You got a Cyndi and a JJ.
Yeah, you got a Cyndi and a JJ. Cyndi's the little angel, and then you got the devil over here. That's the little JJ. That's like, come on, Cyndi.
I'm gonna get some Listen Linda merch. I'm gonna do Listen Linda, Flawed as fuck, some other shit. Some Miranda gonna sue my ass. I'm gonna have to give her some of the proceeds. Hey,
You gotta get the
Miranda.
devil and the angel.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, that would be so cute. A miniature me and a miniature
Right?
JJ.
That'd be so cute. I
But
got horns.
yes,
You got a
we gotta
halo.
do that with a little halo. We gotta do that. We gotta do that's pretty cool. I could do that. I'm gonna work on that shit. Watch, I'm gonna work on that. Edit some little pictures with some horns and stuff. I can do that. I think that would be great. So I don't have to be monetized to make
Fun.
merch, do I?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that. Since listen, I'm the grifter extraordinaire. Might as well make some fucking merch. God damn it. You know what I mean? Sorry, happy being me. I know. I don't that's a weird quirk about me. I do sound effects. I make the weirdest sounds.
Me too.
She does too. JJ does
And
too.
now, whenever something happens and we're kind of like, we think it's funny, I'm like, hey, because that's Cindy's sound effect.
From Nelson. Yes. I got you,
And
Miranda.
yes,
I
Jules,
got you.
is that why JJ gets kicked off stream sometimes? Every time. God is
Every
like, nah,
time.
bitch, nah,
Every
bitch.
time. We work that into part of our little situation here.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen,
Dear
JJ,
God.
you gotta make sure you get kicked at least once. No, I'm not. We don't. It just
Jesus
happens
is
that
like,
way.
bitch, you're talking too much shit. Bye.
For real. For real. It's pretty funny. But thank you guys. This is why we come here. It's just we love you guys. Seriously. We love you guys.
So
We
much
love
fun.
yes. The miniature JJ. I got you. I'm gonna work on it, guys, and maybe we'll work on it together. You guys tell me colors. I don't want it to be super expensive because I see people with merch. That shit is so expensive. I'm like, that shit's a lot of money, but we'll work on it. Definitely, I would love that. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some merch, but yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yep.
Oh, my rewound. I love that. That's my favorite one.
The sound. I like to be like the sirens, like the ambulance or like the police. Like I like to be the cops, like the corny police or the.
I could see myself at a bachelorette party with a thing going wee woo drunk. I'm telling you, that's my dumb ass. It's
so fun.
That's too funny. I'm telling you, disrespectful, right? Oh yeah, we have to have disrespectful. Disrespectful. But thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. Disrespectful. But I had a great time tonight, guys. Thank you, Manita. Thank you, JJ. I love you. Guys, thank you for being here tonight. We'll be back Sunday. Well, damn. So Sunday's Easter, guys. Do you think maybe we should do Saturday? What do you guys think before we leave?
For me, I'll be back on Sunday by 5 or 5:30 from my mom's.
Yeah, because
house,
I do it like at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Would it be okay with you guys if we still did our Sunday stream? I would just do it maybe 6:30, a little later. If that would be okay with you guys. Thank you, Jenny Lee. Have a good night. Would you guys mind still doing a Sunday if we just did it maybe 6:30 on Sunday? Would that be okay? I just want to make sure that everybody's okay with that. So I'll schedule a live for Sunday. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll have it for Sunday. Yeah. We'll have it for Sunday and we'll just do it a little later. And we'll have a laid back stream. Yeah. And Tuesday we will be doing my favorite products. So we'll do a fun little live. And I'll show you my favorite products. Like, cause I have a lot. And I don't think I've ever showed you guys, like my favorite primer, my favorite eyeshadow palette. That's going to be a difficult one, but so we'll do that. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. Okay. Later is good with you. Okay, good. So thank you guys all for being here. All of you guys. I love you guys so much. And we'll see you Sunday. Good night, guys. Te quiero, te adoro, all that. Hasta luego. Nos vemos el domingo. Okay? We'll see you Sunday. Mwah, mwah. Love you guys.
Adios.
Bye, guys. Love you, JJ. Love you
Love
guys.
you, Mama.
Boy. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys.